to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take them.
You want me to get out of hell?
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the best fantasy sports show in the world, fantasy football sports show in the world. Soon to be your new betting show. Yes. Coach is taking a liking to sports betting. Yeah, we're not gonna use the word addiction. We ain't gonna use that quite yet. But I am very, very fascinated with the way that I can win. Don't get me wrong, I lose games too. You know what I mean? I lose some tickets, but I told you guys, Coach was gonna take this year and he was gonna learn how to properly do this thing for you guys. It's looking real nice, you know. So yeah, obviously we're starting the show and we're going to talk about some parlays today, right? I'm having a wonderful fun time. Don't get me wrong, I'll be turning my head at night, especially with basketball, because I haven't hit any basketball games just yet, just mostly football games. But I'm getting there. I haven't been able to watch as much basketball, so I'm doing a lot off of highlights and whatever games I can catch, and obviously, Coach goes to the numbers to look at the numbers to see, you know, if it's the best bet to put on. But don't worry, it's becoming more than fun for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm really enjoying sports betting. Yeah, I'm using my money to bet and losing. Of course, that's what it's a gamble, right? But you got to be good at what you do. And what I mean is, you have to understand the odds. You have to understand the numbers in those odds. And sometimes you have to understand, is that bet even worth putting money on? You know, some bets aren't worth the take. But some really are. So I have, for instance, I have a hard time. I had a hard time with parlays. And I do more so money lines. I've been killing on the money line. But I did my first parlay betting. I did a $50 parlay. Our $50 ticket on a 3-bet parlay, and it was over unders or not over unders, player props. I hit $50, hit me $326. Can't be mad. On that same day, I had another ticket in for $50 for 3 money line tickets, and I won $139. I think it was $50. Yeah, it was $50. I put $250 in, so I won $492 over the weekend. Not bad, right? Then I coughed up another 80 and another 30 and another 50. So now I'm down to, what is it, 232? Hey, look, I'm trying to learn so I don't be down as much. But man, when I was up, it was nice, you know. So right now we have $232 in betting. And we got more money to bet. Yes, sir. We got game, we got basketball tonight. So what I'm gonna start doing is we are going to have to most likely, just because of the information that comes with doing parlays and betting, that show may have to be separate from FFC. We may actually have to call it FFC Sports Betting. That just might have to be the other show. Because I don't want to mix sports betting in with fantasy, if that makes sense. Like, it can get confusing because those stat lines and numbers are a little different from each other. Though the numbers are the same, where you need 5 catches for 40 yards in fantasy, I took the under on the 4.5 thinking, but he was only going to get 4, and now I'm out because he got 5. You see, so if I'm gonna talk fantasy football, that's FFC. That's what this branch is right here. That's what this is for. Then we go to another show, and that'll be our parlay show, our sports betting show, because it won't just be football. It won't just be basketball. Like, once Coach gets real good at doing a lot of these sports betting, buddy, we're adding in soccer. Soccer pays out good when you know what you're doing. We're adding in baseball. I got baseball with Teddy. I got the hookup already. I'm not worried about that one. We got the red corner, so I got boxing. I got to start putting some dollar bills on. We got the red corner to help me out with that. College football, college sports in general, and I got Carl Talking College to help me out with those props, those player props. So I have a lot of avenues and a lot of reach outs to people that can help Coach help you. But I also have other platforms that I also use for understanding over and under odds a little bit better, for understanding projections, for doing my research myself. Research. Never put money until you do your research. I didn't research old buddy from Cavaliers last night who messed up my parlay. I did a little bit, but the research that I saw was, he averaged 8.8 points a game. What I didn't research was how big that game was against the Celtics last night, and that he would show out a little bit more. And what did he do? Yeah, he got 2 extra rebounds. Screwed up my parlay. It's all right. Or the other one that I didn't research. And what I mean by I didn't research the player very, very well, because he screwed up other parlays. But Kyle Filipowski. So they had his over under for points, assists, and rebounds at 18.5. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that was a little bit too high. Now, I did take Colin Sexton, same thing, points, assists, and rebounds. And I do like this, that the NBA has that little combo. That is nice. Like, you can capitalize. I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit more what I mean by that when I become more familiar with it myself. But I took the over for him for 21.5 for points, assists, and rebounds. He got 24. I took the under for Austin Reeves, and he had 11 points like through the first half, I think. Kind of had me a little nervous. But 29, I mean, he would have to drop 30 total in order to do anything. And he only got 22. So I hit on 2, missed on 1. I knew I should have took the under on Kyle, but 18 didn't seem far-fetched. But again, I didn't research the player to understand how his assists, rebounds, and points work together. So again, you got to do your research before you put money on anything, or you just wasting money and not doing anything. You want to say hi? That is the reason why FFC is here, everybody. She got tired of me running her mouth to her, so she said, come do it to you guys. All right, so we have a great show for you guys today. Again, we're going to talk more about parlays. We have, of course, our stallions and donkeys for today's show. Yep, who pooped the bed for you today? We're going to get through those guys. We have any NFL news and updates that we have for you guys via what happened in week 11 and getting us ready for week 12. Of course, we have our Q&A section for where you guys hit the comments with Coach for any start and sit questions that you have. And I think I'm missing one other topic. Nope, that's it. All right, so let's get started and let us go through where we at. Our week 11 recap. All right, so another classic Steelers win, 0 touchdowns, but if they've been one of the only teams to make Lamar look human, which is very, very true. They won a whole game without a single touchdown, all field goals. All field goals. Oh, speaking of touchdowns, boy, when I tell you my face hurt when I missed on 2 tickets because of Nico Collins. Oh, bro. And it wasn't his fault. Buddy hit an 80-yard touchdown on one ticket. I needed an anytime touchdown from Nico Collins. Bam, I got it. On another one, I needed 74 yards. I needed over 74 yards. He hit a 77-yarder with that touchdown, and they called it back with a flag. And he ended the night with only 56 yards and no touchdown. Oh, that one hurt so bad, bro. To watch money just literally get snatched right out your face. Oh, like you got to think, I hit that early, and they took it away. I'm like, oh, Vegas, y'all some. I can't use the words I want to use because I don't want to make Vegas mad at me. But they pulled an H move. All right, Detroit is just a machine on both sides of the ball, which is very true. I told you guys they are on a mission to the Super Bowl. Let's see, we're approaching a Lions versus Fields conversation in the NFC. No, we're not. May has been the only bright spot for the team for the Patriots. He makes the mistakes, but it's clear he can make all the throws. Very true. He's young. He's a very young team. No receivers, barely. He's a young quarterback himself. So this is a great way for Drake May. Right now, he's going through slums. I don't think he's going to go through a sophomore slum because he's dealing with a lot of that right now. So I'm not putting him at a top quarterback next year, obviously, no. But this is a great thing for the Patriots, as now they just have to make the right moves in the draft to make this team, formidable next year. Let's see, Titans are just so far from being competitive. I told y'all the Titans suck, bro. This roster is bad all around, and they need to hit some draft pick. I told you guys, I told you there was nothing here, nothing. Calvin Ridley, good, okay, yeah, okay. Let's see, Dolphins. I'm still not sure what to make of Miami. The secondary has been up and down, but the offense is rounding into form. They played two. The Rams secondary is bad, and the Raiders aren't good. Let's not get crazy about Miami, people. San Francisco's O-line is not what they've had in previous years. Very unusual for a Shanahan-led team. It's unusual, but I just think right now you know what? It's just a stale taste right now in 49ers. And again, that stale taste is Mike Shanahan. I mean, what do you want me to or Kyle Shanahan? I don't know what else you want me to say. It ain't the players. The players are great. It's not the GM. It's not the owner. So where else can we look, people? Bo Nix with his best performance yet, and he was on my bench because I lost in fantasy this week. Oh, I took an ugly loss this week. Yeah, 6-5, and I'm only going to take another one this week and be 6-6. That is not good because that means I have to win out the rest of the way. But hey, fantasy football. Speaking of which, look, I love fantasy, but look, I love fantasy for you guys. I'm not doing this next year. I'm done after this. And it's the only reason why here. How can I be competitive? Look, how can I be competitive? I'm as competitive as I can be in a 14-team league where I'm helping at least 4 people when they want advice. Who should they start? Who should they put in their lineup? Who should they draft or who should they trade? I help people within my league. Like, who does that, right? But that's why I have to. I cannot sit back and watch you sit there with the loaded or sit there with the roster and it's incomplete or it's not right. I can't, with the right conscience, beat you that way. I didn't beat you. You beat yourself. You didn't set up right. Okay, I got an easy win, but I didn't do anything. Let me, like the battle for Brian this week. Man, it sucked. Why? He beat me. Like, all of my points were on the bench. I did not set my lineup right this week. Did I set my lineup? Yes, but did I set it correctly? No. He beat me. Like, his roster destroyed mine. Like, all my points were on the bench. Like, I was like, what? It happens, bro. Now I got to go up against the number one team this week in week 12, and I got no Josh Allen. Do I have Bo Nix? I don't know. Bo Nix putting up 28 points again. You feel me? We'll see how it works out. I got to put in tight receiver, Inkling, whatever you pronounce his name. I got moves, but I got moves I prefer not to make in week 12. But my hands are tied. And I like betting, and I like betting. Guys, I'm sorry, I like betting. And don't get me wrong, I'll bet on fantasy. I got DraftKings. I know how to put money on fantasy. So and I'm saying, like, that is my point. Like, I'm moving past winning. Right? I want to win money. I want to win you guys money. So after this year, FFC is going to be a completely different platform. We are going to change some things around because this is going to be a different show. Okay, all advice, all winnings. We're trying to capitalize on FFC. If you are a member, if you're a follower, we are trying to capitalize. And for you first 50, yeah, you first 50. We're gonna have a nice something special for you guys when FFC changes. However, I still have another thing I want to do for you guys. Is one, give a wonderful big cheer and thank you every single one of you who are the first 50 subscribers to FFC. Tune in on Saturday, please. On Saturday this week. What day is Saturday? Let me see. Let me get my calendar real quick. My calendar. I'm tripping. It's the no, I don't. Let me not lie to y'all. It's the 20th. Today's the 20th. Let me get my calendar. All right, so Saturday the 23rd, we are having a live show for FFC, but it's basically to celebrate all the 50 people that have subscribed to the show. We're basically doing a special celebration. We're going to have some guys from the R2L team come on to FFC, and nice little celebration for the 50 people that have subscribed to us, and the many more that are going to come. So again, I thank you guys again for subscribing to me and listening to me run my mouth all day about football. So get ready, because it's going to be a little bit more. We're going to have our fantasy show, but again, like I said, Coach is elevating a little bit more sports betting, and I mean all around sports: hockey, tennis, horse racing. Like I put it this way: I listen to fantasy sports radio, right? I subscribe to fantasy sports radio, or I subscribe to Sirius XM radio that has fantasy sports radio. But within all that, there's so much sports on those different stations to listen to hear, and that's where the money is. Okay. So Coach again still has to do more homework. So right now it's football, a little bit of basketball trickled in. But as we progress, as we continue to win, right? As you guys put in the same tickets Coach putting in, that's what FFC elevates into more of a branch off, which will have our fantasy show. But Coach is gonna have to double down, and we got to do it. We got to do a parlay show. We got to do sports betting, guys. We have to win some money. Screw winning trophies. Okay. Who wants to buy a car with some money that they won from betting? I do. And it happens, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your money up. Do it the honest way. Gamble. All right. Let's get back to football. Let's see here. Bo Nix with his best performance yet, and a 32-point win over Atlanta is their most impressive win by far. I'm running out of adages, adjectives to describe how the Jets and the Bears keep finding ways to lose games. They're bad. Yeah, Caleb Williams is showing why he should not be in the NFL, and Aaron Rodgers is showing why he should not be in the NFL. Cold-blooded, right? He should have been gone. Aaron Rodgers should be in the NFL. Man. He was washed before he left Green Bay, and he really thought he could come over to New York and pull a Tom Brady. That wasn't gonna happen. Did I think it was? Sure. I mean, Matthew Stafford did it when he came over to the Rams. Brady did it with the Bucks. He tried to resurge himself. It didn't work. This is the one instant. It didn't work. When you spoil little brats don't get presents. So just relax and retire. Josh Allen was special yesterday or Sunday. It's been a while since we've seen a quarterback do that against Kansas City. I mean, they're tired. So are the Bills. It was a good game. But it's hard to hold on to that undefeated record. It's just hard. You're literally trying to find ways to not lose rather than win the game. You know what I mean? Let's see. The tables have turned. Herbert has a supporting cast now, and Burrow's defense continues to let him down. Well, Burrow's defense has never, ever been really that good. So, I mean, it's not much of a letdown. Really, they just haven't shown up. That's how I see it. What in the world? All right, so let's get rid of that. All right, what else do we have? Oh, that's too loud. Yeah, Larry McConkey went off with the Chargers. Chargers had a great game. All right, here we go. We got some buy low, sell highs for you guys. All right, so takeaways, more takeaways from week 11. Taysom explosions will happen. All right, so to do it all, tight end total 188 yards and 3 touchdowns. Don't bank on him, but he's good for a few of these each year. Highest tight end upside, worst the lows. Avoiding the Broncos' backfield when it looks. Let's see. Just when it looked like a steam would take the lead role, Javonte sees 13 touches for 87 yards and a touchdown. Too much of a headache weekly. So yeah, again, the Broncos don't care about fantasy right now in that backfield. Obviously, they're going to use every available weapon that they can to run the ball, which is, I mean, it's great for them. Browers approaching Kelsey. Browers is now on pace for 119 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 5 touchdowns. He's the clear tight end one moving forward and could be the next Kelsey level fantasy tight end. Maybe. Let's not put all our eggs in the basket just yet. After a couple of good games without DK, JK went for 10 catches and 110 yards with DK. He's moved ahead of Lockett and is a top 20 wide receiver. Okay, so yeah, Jackson. I think he's talking about Jackson Smith. He is a clear-cut wide receiver 2 for this team. And I would say for fantasy next year, second-round option. All right, so Kareem Hunt performed admirably with Pacheco out. Pacheco should take back the backfield in week 12. He is a RB2 for the playoffs. So the Kareem Hunt stint might be a little over, but I don't think so just yet. I think they're still gonna do a little bit of weaving them in and out together just until they know for sure Pacheco is ready to take over, and if they need him to take over, because again, Kareem Hunt has been playing great. All right, we got some buy low, sell highs for you guys. Some buy lows: Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Smith, Garrett Wilson, and T.J. Hockenson. Some sell high players after week 11. Taysom Hill, Jared Goff, Javonte Williams, DeAndre Swift, and Josh Downs. righty. Let's see what else we got. Nope, not that one. What's this? All right, here we go. This is fun. 14 teams are currently fighting for the first overall pick in 2025. Give me 1 second before I read that off. Excuse me. All right, so right now, the Jacksonville Jaguars are at number 1 with a 2-9 record. Tennessee is number 2 with a 2-8 record. Cleveland is number 3 with 2-8. The Giants are number 4 with 2-8. That's wow. Vegas is 2-8 at number 5. New England is 3-8 with number 6. The Jets are 3-8, number 7. Carolina is 3-7. Dallas is number 9 at 3-7. New Orleans is number 10 at 4-7. Cincinnati is number 11 at 4-7. Miami is number 12 at 4-6. Tampa Bay is number 13 at 4-6, and the Bears are 14 at 4-6. So those are your 14 teams that look like they are fighting for first place in the draft. Let's see here. All right, so here are the current odds for 2024 MVP. At number 12, Sam Darnold. Number 11, CJ Stroud at plus 2,800. Sam Darnold plus 3,000. Jaden Daniels at plus 2,500. Brock Purdy, number 9 at plus 2,200. Tie for number 7, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert at plus 200. Number 6, Kyler Murray, 1,500, plus 15. Number 5, Patrick Mahomes, plus 13. Jalen Hurts, number 4, plus 1,200. Number 3, Jared Goff, plus 600. He's still in the picture. Number 2, Lamar Jackson at plus 200. And number 1, Josh Allen at plus 150. So those are your odds for 2024 MVP. First time in their careers, Jackson, Mahomes, and Burrow all lost in the same week. Wow. That's fun fact. All right. After 69 starts, they finally benched Daniel Jones. I don't know what took so long, but they finally benched Daniel Jones. The quarterback to be starting this week, Danny DeVito. So hopefully he gets his second stint and does a little bit better than his first one. He started off pretty good last year, but he did have a pretty bad fall off. First running back in NFL history. No, this person could be the first running back in NFL history to have his yards per game decline 9 straight years from his rookie season. Oh, so from 2016, yards per game were 108, Zeke Elliott. And they just declined to the point in 2024, he can only average 21 yards a game. What? That's trash can Zeke for you. That's horrible. Horrible numbers. All right, what else we got? Let's see here. All right, nothing here. Let's move on over to our next segment. Where are you at? Donkeys and Stallions. Donkeys and Stallions. Wait. Let me go back. I think I found something else. There we go. Yep, I did have something else. All right, so week 12. We have some week 12 waiver wire targets at number 1. Actually, number 10, we have Cam Akers. He is owned in 16.5% of leagues. Marquez Valdez Scantling is owned in 14 leagues. He's number 9. Number 8, Ray McLeod, owned in 12 leagues, 12% of leagues. Number 7, Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. There's no waiver wire, nothing. Don't do that. Trey Benson, owned in 17% of leagues. I do have him myself. Taysom Hill, number 5. Jonnu Smith at number 4. He is owned in 31% of leagues. Anthony Richardson at number 3 is owned in 46% of leagues. Demario Douglas owned in 26% of leagues, which I have. And Elijah Moore owned in 9% of leagues. So that's number 1. So those are your 10 waiver wire targets. Top players available in 50% of the leagues. And then we have our fantasy streamers. All right, quarterback streaming options. We have Drake May at number 1, Jameis Winston at number 2, Anthony Richardson at number 3. Let's see, Drake is playing Miami, so I would stream him. Jameis Winston is playing tonight against Pittsburgh. I wouldn't do that. Or tomorrow night against Pittsburgh. I would not do that. Anthony Richardson versus the Detroit Lions. Nope. I wouldn't stream him. Matthew Stafford versus Philadelphia. I would stream Matthew Stafford. And Geno Smith versus Arizona Cardinals. I would stream Geno Smith. He is balling right now. Running back streaming options. Amir Abdullah versus Denver. Nope. Don't do that. Denver's defense is top notch. Cam Akers versus Chicago is, I say yes, actually. And I wonder, he probably won't be. I say that every time I see it, and then I go in and go look, and I'm like, they took him already. So let me go see. I do need another running back. So I don't think he's available, though. This league they snipe. I tell you guys every week. He's locked. Why is he locked? No, he's on. That's why. Never mind. All right. Trey Benson versus Seattle. I don't think you should start him, to be quite honest with you, because he hasn't really done much this year. He hasn't had a pop-off game yet. He's had his last 2 weeks have been good, 12 and 10, but he had a bye in week 11. He played Seattle in week 12. He could. I need to see more reports on him, but right now, if you do stream him, he's a flex option. Trey Benson. Rashad Johnson versus Minnesota is a no, and don't stream that. Justice Hill versus the Chargers. Don't do that. He's not a good streaming option. Wide receivers, Ricky Parcel versus Green Bay Packers. I'm probably benching him this week. I didn't like the fact that he gave me a donut last week. Sorry. Demario Douglas versus Miami. Most likely I'm starting that. Elijah Moore versus Pittsburgh. Christian Watson versus San Francisco. Their defense is pretty bad right now. Alec Pierce versus Detroit Lions. Don't do that. Tight end streaming options. We have Pat Fairmouth versus the Browns. I mean, he's a good streaming option. Jonnu Smith versus the Patriots is good. Theo Johnson versus the Buccaneers is good. Will Dissly, of course, is good against the Ravens. And Isaiah Likely against the Chargers. So that means is Mark Andrews out? Because I'm seeing Isaiah Likely's name more and more and more and more. Let me see. Let's go check the notes real quick. See if All right, let's see. Mark Andrews. No, he's not hurt. Is he sharing the rock? Yeah, he's sharing the rock. So they're infusing Isaiah Likely more into the game. So I would stream. I have him as a streaming option at best, which he is. So, like, if streaming meaning if you don't have a tight end this week and there's nothing for you to pick up, yeah, play Isaiah Likely. If you have another tight end, don't touch Isaiah Likely. Like, streaming does not mean you have to play them. I hope you guys understand that. Oh, all right, we got a trade question. C-Dog, what we got here? Should I trade Derrick Henry and Terry for CMC and Nico Collins? Absolutely not. No. Finito. Hell no. Hell ain't no bad word. Hell no. This is a child show, and I can't say certain things, but hell no. I'll say that infinity times. Hell, I'm going there. No, don't do that. Absolutely. Hell not. No, I'm going to keep infusing the word hell as much as I can to hopefully you understand that I mean no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Do you want to know why? Derrick Henry is the second leading, if not the leading running rusher in the NFL right now. Between him and Saquon Barkley. You cannot trade any one of that for Nico Collins, for a Christian McCaffrey, who will be sharing the rock with Jordan Mason. No, we can't do that. I understand Christian McCaffrey is going to be the bell cow there, but let me ask you this question. Are you losing because you have Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin, or are you sitting in first or second place because you have Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin? You be going into the playoffs here. Who has a better chance in the playoffs coming up here soon? Is it the 49ers or is it the Ravens? Is it Washington with a better record or is it the Texans squeaking by in that division? Nico Collins, I get it. He had a touchdown call back, which ate me up because I lost the parlay. And he had the yards that went with it called back. But at the end of the day, right, he only had 4 or 5 catches as the number one wide receiver. That speaks a lot of volume. Your number one wide receiver should have like 8-9 targets, 7 to 9 receptions. You see what I'm saying? Like Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry here. Reason why we can't take Nico. I like Nico, don't get me wrong. Quarterback is a slum right now. He's going through a sophomore slum. His numbers are nowhere near what they were last year. So what that tell you? Those numbers for Nico won't necessarily increase each and every week, or you'll have those same consistent numbers from Scary Terry. I get it. He had a low game against what was it? What has his last 2 weeks been? What? Hell no. You telling me against Pittsburgh he even put up 16, 5 for 13, 113? No. No. Can't do that. Especially when the rest of especially when the rest of the way Terry's going up against that ugly Dallas defense. He's going up against that ugly Tennessee defense. Then he gets a nice bye week. Then he comes back up against New Orleans. They're really not that good. They're on a little bit of a 2-game high with a new coach, which is what they need, absolutely, because Dennis Allen was not it. Then they go up against Philly one more time. That's going to be a payback game. They ain't got no secondary over there. They just beat up that quarterback who couldn't really get the ball off. He going to handle that next time. Then they got Atlanta, whose defense is like 19th in the league. They're good, but they're not great. Look what just happened to them last week. And then they got Dallas one more time. I like Terry's schedule a little bit better. Let's go look at Nico's. We don't want to speak too fast. Let's see if Nico has a better schedule moving forward. Nico has Tennessee, Jacksonville, Miami, Kansas City, Baltimore, Tennessee. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because he's going to have to deal with Ramsey again in Miami. I get it. Jacksonville's defense isn't great, so he should have a good game. But how can we say that when Joe Mixon has better games against a lot of these defenses? If they run that ball well, They're not throwing it that much. It's just the way it's going to be. You got KC's defense, Baltimore's defense, and then Tennessee again. You got 2 wins against Tennessee, Jacksonville, and then you lose against Miami. He doesn't have good games against Miami, Kansas City, and Baltimore. I get it. He had, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight weeks of going off, and then he was out on IR. It was supposed to come back that same way this week. It didn't against Dallas, which it should have been. But the Terry for Nico isn't my issue. You don't need Christian McCaffrey. You should be keeping Derrick Henry. He's the better running back. Dude has over 1,100 rushing yards already and 11 touchdowns. He's scored a touchdown in every single game. Just that Christian McCaffrey hasn't. I know he's been out 10, 11 weeks, but let's see what he did in his comeback game. So 2 weeks he's been playing. He's had 13 carries and he's had 19 carries, right? They fed him and they fed him against Seattle and he only had 79 yards. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Because if he didn't have those 4 catches for 27, his numbers would be crappy. If he didn't have the 6 catches for 68, his numbers would be crappy. At best, the only place you can put Christian McCaffrey right now is in your flex with these numbers. He's got Green Bay, Buffalo, Chicago, Rams, Miami, Detroit, and Arizona. He doesn't have an easy schedule. Let's look at Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason's numbers have crapped the bed since he's been back. But now you have Ricky Parcell, you have Juwan Jennings, you have Brandon Ayuk, you have George Kittle. They're not going. They're giving him the volume, but the volume is not turning over Christian McCaffrey results. And I don't want you to get sucked in to McCaffrey just because he's back. I don't want you to do that. Again, if you're not losing, if you're winning right now, like if you have a winning record and you're going into the playoffs with Terry McLaurin and Derrick Henry, I would just stay right there. There's no need to give up. Because I'm telling you right, you give up Derrick Henry and Terry McLaurin to whoever you're trying to give it to. If he's giving you Christian McCaffrey and Nico Collins willingly, that's a bad sign. That means you should not make that trade. Absolutely not. All right, where were we? All right, defense streaming options. We got the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. I would definitely stream that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Giants. Yeah, I would stream them. Washington versus the Cowboys is who I'm streaming. Arizona Cardinals against Seattle, and Seattle versus the Cardinals. I wouldn't stream either one of those two because they're playing against each other. Will Lutz as a kicker against the Vegas. Against the team, it doesn't matter. Will Lutz is a good stream. Chase McCollin is a good stream. Jake Moody is a good stream. Jason Myers is a good stream, and Jason Sanders. So those are your 5 stream kickers for week 12. All righty. Now let's move on to our donkeys and stallions. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we return, we get on to our donkeys and stallions and see if there's any Q&As with Coach. And we'll discuss parlays a little bit more before we end today's show. So we'll stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Han.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running toes. They gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting into our week 11. What's the word I'm looking for? Donkeys and Stallions. Those who have neighed ever so loudly, like the steer they are those who just ask themselves all week. So, who were our donkeys of week 11? Ooh, wait. At the top of the list, Travis Kelce with 2 receptions and 8 yards for 2.8 yards or 2.8 fantasy points. Garrett Wilson, 4 receptions for 18 yards, 5.8 fantasy points. Jonathan Taylor, 57 rushing yards, 1 reception for 3 yards at 7 points. Kareem Hunt at 60 rushing yards for 6 points. And Aaron Jones for 39 rushing yards, 1 reception, 4 yards. Excuse me. For 5.3 fantasy points. What an ugly set of jackasses. All right. And our ponies that took us, carried us on their backs all the way to victory, that rode us into the sunset. Taysom Hill, 1 for 2 with 18 yards. Oh, because there's more. 1 interception. Oh my God. There's more. 138 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 8 receptions for 50 yards. And do my eyes believe me? A fumble for 41.5 fantasy points. Golly, bro. Carry that team. Carry them. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Wow. A true lion. -4 yards, 11 receptions, 161 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jared Goff, 24 for 29 for 412 yards for 4 touchdowns and 21 rushing yards for 34.6 fantasy points. Saquon Barkley, 146 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 52 yards for 33.8 fantasy points. Brock Bowers, -3 rushing yards, 13 receptions for 126 yards and 1 touchdown for 31.3 fantasy points. So those are the Donkeys and Stallions for week 11. And let's see here. Oh, we got another comment. George C, what's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing? What's up, Coach? I just traded Devontae Adams and Kenneth Walker for Jawan Jennings and Javon A-Chain. It's half point PPR. I was between trading Walker and Chase Brown. Already have Mixon and Tracy. Nice. And hopefully Danny DeVito helps Tracy take off. I like it. Okay. So your roster is now Bo Nix, Jordan Love, nice. Amara St. Brown, Nico Collins, Mixon, A-Chain, Joku, and then flexing one of Jennings, Chase Brown, or Tracy. I think I'm set up for the chip. Ooh, yeah, absolutely. What's your record, by the way? Because with this team, you should be well on your way. But what's your record so far? And do you have any kickers or defenses, or is this a super flex league? And while he answers that question, what was I doing? Coach got lost. That's what I was doing. We are going to check on a couple of other leagues, or we're going to check on the R2L league and see what they're standing. We haven't looked at them in a while. All right, so after 11 weeks, all right, Jaden Full, he's in that same record, Pimp 65. He beats Indakwe Trust 197 to 129. He drops to one. Indakwe Trust drops to 5 and 6 in 8th place. And let's see, Joe moves up to 6 and 5, and he is in 6th place. May's Corner defeats Redeem Team 170 to 104, moving up to 5 and 6 in 7th place. And Redeem Team falls to 6 and 5 and is in 5th place. Not bad. Oreo McMurray loses to Bang Bang Niner Gang. By time, Pimp. 148 to 66. Oreo McMurray drops to 4 and 7 as in 12th place. And Bang Bang Niner Gang moves up 4 and 7 to 10th place. Nice. Creep it. All right, Zeke and Destroy loses to Stone Cold said so 119.48 to 118.38. Let's see. Zeke and Destroy drops to 4 and 7 as Stone Cold said so moves up to 5 and 6 in 9th place. Everything or nothing. Oh my God. Was this a stat correction? What happened here? There's points everywhere. Oh, no. Except for one tight end spot. Everything or nothing loses. 129.14 to 129. Oh my God. How do you lose to a 0.14? Well, when your tight end gives you a fat zero, that usually does the trick. Literal Kev does it again, boy. He sneaks in, snatches the win, 7 and 4. Told y'all to watch out for Kev. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I said, don't make no trades with Kev. I said, stay away from Kev. Don't be friend with Kev. He's sneaky. I knew exactly what he was doing. And he's 74. He snuck right in. He's in 4th place. 14th place is Lamar. Whoa, Lamar. Everything or nothing. Do you know what it means when you are now number 14? It means you get a new name, sir. First, we need a magic spell. Then we need you to fall off. And now, sir, you have become. You don't get a name when you're in the last place, buddy. You get crickets, because that's all people hear. It's way it is too far down. I have to go downstairs and ladders and traps just to see if you have any chance of even poking your head up. No. This is what you get. We'll hear from you soon. And it was done by Literal Kev. All right, MILF Hunters. We can finally say that again. Uh-oh. He's on an upset streak. Hey, hey, hey. He's on an upset streak. Hey, hey. But he is on a 4-game winning streak. He has beaten the number 1 team, which probably dropped him down to number 2 because of it. Stat Stuffers at 147.14 to 146.54. Way to go, MILF Hunters. He is now in 13th place, 1 spot above 14. He is no longer. And Stat Stuffers moves from 8-3. He is now 8-3 and moves to 2nd place. He came on the show. He wore his shade. He was ready to go. His team beat up in Washington. He was having fun with Joe. Juan was living it up until MILF Hunters snatched it away. Last but not least, the game we've all been waiting for. I actually wanted to know who would lose this one. Would the gods themselves cradle rock this man, or because of the Titan that is Mark? What I mean Titan, I need people to understand the points Mark has put up all year long. He has Titans points, okay? He still won. Mark still won. Mark beat the Titan, beat the God Cradle 106.84 to 97. What does that tell you? Titans above all. I can't take that away. He is now in 3rd place at 7-4 with a 1-game win streak, and Tomo with a loss. If I ain't seen a hand cradle team like this ever before, bro, you lose, and you lose with the lowest points, 2nd lowest, but lowest points you've ever put up, and you still 1st place. It's almost like Tomo can sit here and say, hey, Bart, hey, congratulations on your win. It's like you won't, it's like he loses, but does he? You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to the comments. All right, Georgie, let's see what we got, buddy. I went from 2-5 to 6-5. Whoa. After making a few moves, good job. Knicks off of the waiver wires, because that's exactly where I grabbed them from. It's a single quarterback I'm just starting to love, or Knicks based on matchups each week. Good job. I have Josh Allen in Bo Nix, so it's really Josh Allen overall. And then, of course, I got him on a bye week this week. So here we stepping in Bo Nix. Let's see. I have Boswell for kicker and Eagles defense. Get rid of Eagles defense. Well, hold on. Let me go see something real quick. I see why. Yeah, I see why. And they have the Rams this week who can pass. But you know what? They are good for picking off Matthew Stafford this week for at least 1. I think they can get 1 interception off Stafford. And I think that front can get 2 or 3 sacks. So you may be okay. 7, if you're okay with 7-8 points at the low end for the Eagles, then yeah, that's fine. Because the upside is absolutely spectacular. I saw the upside is absolutely spectacular. And if their low is an average game of 7 points, you're fine. You need a better defense, but waivers aren't there. And I got Rams defense 2 as a stash. They've been really good. They have, but that secondary is really, 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 really bad. And I wouldn't want to put that secondary up against the Eagles offense, if that makes sense. Did you make the right choice trading Walker instead of Chase Brown? Let's see. Let me see. The last game was 14 for 54, 25 for 83, 9 for 12. It's been pretty good, except for one game, 1 and 9 for 12. All right, let's look at Chase. If you kept Chase for the reason why I think you kept him, if his numbers are there, then you're fine. Nah, you're fine. You're fine. You kept the better one. He's more active, especially in the passing game. Matter of fact, I lost to Chase Brown. That's why I lost in fantasy this week. I lost to Chase Brown. Absolutely. No, you're fine. He showed me what he could do. I tell you that much. No. Chase Brown, you did just right. Let's see. Do I drop Ferguson for Kincaid? I'm playing Njoku no matter what, but I like Kincaid better as the backup. Yeah. Ferguson's not doing anything this year. That team, the Cowboys are done. I'm surprised you kept Ferguson on your team after Dak went down. Like, that surprises me. He would have been a ticket out of here. I'm sorry. I would have went with Schultz in Texans, and he ain't doing barely anything over Ferguson. No, don't do that to yourself. After the first 5 weeks, Walker has been disappointing and south of 20 touches. Ding. There you go. That's exactly what I wanted to go look at. I was like, it's been okay because he's still getting 13, 15. But again, Chase has been a lock for 25 touches a game. And that's total touches. That's catches and receptions. And rushes. So again, yes, you kept the better running back. Oh, coach had a brain fart. I was supposed to go do something else. All right. Oh, that's right. So let's go look at the league and their standings for the R2L League. All right. So we have your Done Son in first place. Stat Stuffers are in second place. It's Command Time is in third place. Fourth place is Literal Kev Call. And you don't want to know something funny? I ended up liking all of those teams. Joe, you want to know something about your team? Your team mimics mine, except for Chris Olave. That's why we both sitting at number 6. I'm in 6th place too. At 6 and 5. We got that team that they better not let us get in the playoff. That's what we have, okay? Because I don't think you even made any trades. I don't do trades. I will walk in or walk out with the team that I have. I'm very sorry. That's just the way I work. Redeem team at number 5. Again, Jaden Fool at number 6. Maze Corner at number 7. In Dak We Trust at number 8. Because Stone Cold said so at number 9. Bang Bang Niner Gang at number 10. Hey, Bang Bang. In order for you to get into the playoffs, you have to win out every single game. If you don't, you lose. Do you want to win? Or do you want to lose? I'm stupid. All right. Hey, man, I got to have fun on the show. I know I talk a lot of football and I talk a lot of noise. I got to have fun with it, too. All right, so let us check out and talk about the parlays that Coach put in, Coach won, and Coach lost. All right. The reason why I want to do this is because, again, I am trying to take FFC over. I'm trying to take us to a whole new regime. And that means I have to dabble more into sports betting, right? Money is money, and you want to win it or you want to lose it. And when you win it, it means you want to put your money, you want to put your investment into the people who are trying to do the best in the math, the best in their thought process, from their from their own expertise. They're trying to do the best they can to help you win money. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I've won some money and I've lost some money. I'm sitting at an account right now with $232, right? So what I've won an $8 bet, or an $8 bet paid out $27.20. I picked the Ravens to beat the Bengals, and I took that win at halftime because I like that payout. For $8, I got 27. Absolutely. I took the Panthers that Sunday. I put a $5 wager. I won 8. I just took that wager just to see if I was right about the Panthers beating Giants. That's literally the only reason why I took that wager. I had a 3-bet parlay. $50 won 128. Bills to win, 49ers to win, Vikings to win. Then I had another primetime game, Lions Texans, $5 wager won me 21.25. And I did it again. I waited till halftime to put that wager in. Because I like if I don't like the money line, right? If I don't like the money line at the beginning of the game, like if I don't like the payout, I'll wait. If I think the team's gonna win and they end up being down and the game still looks like they have a chance to actually win, like the 49ers did, like the Texans did, or like the Lions did, I will wait to see what the money line looks like at halftime. And if that money jumps properly, $5 for 21, which paid out 21.25, I'll take that. All right, what I lost Rams against the Dolphins. It was a $20 bet. I think the payout would have been 90. I lost that one. I lost the Mavericks. It was early one. Mavericks to beat the Jazz. I lost that one. I did another 3-bet parlay on November 17th. It was a David Montgomery anytime touchdown, Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, which they both got. Who missed it? Kyron Williams did not get himself an anytime touchdown. It was a $10 wager. I think that $10 bet would have been a $60 payout. Another parlay that I did win on that same day, 11/17, Rams to win, Packers to win, Vikings to win. And that $50 wager paid out $139. I did another 3-bet parlay that same day. This one I did Josh Jacobs over 72 rushing yards. I did Najee Harris over 52.5 rushing yards, and I did Justin Jefferson over 79.5 receiving yards. All 3 hit. $50 wager, $326.73 payout. Parlay that I did not hit, $100 wager. That one sucked. That was my first $100 wager, I think. Yeah, my first $100 wager. I had J.K. Dobbins for over 2.5 receptions. He got 2. I needed 3. He only got 2. I had Will Dissly over 0.45 receptions. I think he only got 3 or 4. He needed 5. And I took Josh Palmer receiving yards over 28.5, but he got 23. So that one didn't hit at all. Now, the reason why that one hit in no way or fashion, I follow analytics that I basically get my information from. I went against everything they said on this ticket, and I did it on purpose. Why? Well, I know they're the analysts and they're the experts, right? Well, if coach is trying to be an expert, he's got to have to know how to do these things on his own as well. You see what I'm saying? Not to say that I can't piggyback off other information, use generators to help my math, but I'm also saying that with the knowledge that I have, sometimes I got to put forth what I know as well. Again, both missed it by 1. Josh Palmer had 23 out of the 29 yards he could have had. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't too far off, but three misses. I missed out. And that ticket would have hit because I put a 30% profit boost on it. If that $100 would have won, I would have won. I would have been paid out $1,000 on that one. Another 3-pet parlay I did for the Texans and Cowboys game. Did not win. I had over 2.5 receptions for Jalen Tolbert. I think he only had 1 or 2. Like, come on, dude. He would have had 3 because he dropped 1. I had over 88 yards for Joe Mixon, which he hit, and I had over 74.5 receiving yards for Nico Collins, which he hit, plus the 80 plus the any because I missed another one. I had Nico Collins for an anytime touchdown, which he didn't get because they called that big 77-yard run back. Oh, that broke my heart. I got Joe Mixon for anytime touchdown. That sucked because he got 3 of them. And then I did take Tank Dell for 3.5 receptions. I think he got 4 or 5 receptions. So 2 of those 3 hit. So and then I had, let's see, I had another $50 wager on basketball. This one I did another 30% profit boost. It was Russell Westbrook, 4.5 assists. He went well over that. I had Christian Braun at 13.5. He went over that for points. And I had the under for Evan Mobley. His average is 8.8 rebounds a game. They had the under at 9.5, but he got 11. I'm like, come on, man. And then it happened in the last minute and 30 seconds of the game. I was like, the last 45 seconds of the game. I just needed the clock to run out. That's all I needed for I just needed that bad boy. He ended up getting 2 rebounds in that time span. Like, nah. So that's that one. And my last one that I lost was last night. I took Austin Reeves under 29.5 for points, assists, and rebounds. I hit that one. I took Colin Sexton for over points, assists, and rebounds, over 21.5. He hit it. I think he had 24 total. It was the Kyle Filanowski points, assists, and rebounds. I took over the 18 and should have been under. And I didn't really know about that when I took the over, and I should have took the under. Or I shouldn't have put money on that one at all if I just wasn't. And that's another thing. Just because you get your information from somewhere, if your gut doesn't feel comfortable with it, don't do it. Do the bets that comfort you. Those are the ones that pay out, even if they're not paying out 800, 2,000. If they're paying out 120, if they're paying out 80, you getting money. You're not losing the money, you're getting the money. It's all about increasing your funds, right? We're not trying to lose funds here. Only pay out what you can, and then don't spend all your money from all your winnings. I mean, you got to spend it to win. What I mean is, don't put all your eggs in the basket. Like for me, depending on the amount that I have, I go 250. I go 50, 50, 50. That's my bets are $50 bets. Until my account say 0, and I gotta deposit 50 of my own money in there. All of my bets are 50, 10, $20 bets. And I only do 50 if I'm real comfortable with the 50. If I'm like, I can do without being too big tonight. I feel like, and that's my mood. I feel like playing small. I feel like dropping some $5 on these games tonight. I kind of want to see where I'm at. Just play with your money. Don't spend all your money, but you got to play with the money. You gotta finesse things around. You got to see what games best work for you. If you don't like a game, right? Where in basketball, you don't like the game, you don't like the points. Like you think the points are too high, but you're funny about it because though they're high, you take the under. That man might get it by 1 point, right? Or if you don't like the assist or the rebound value, right? Put them bad boys together and take that point. I prefer when I do my basketball, I prefer points, assists, and rebounds together. I don't know why, but collectively, I feel like I'll hit more on those things, even though I haven't yet. I like those odds a little bit better than a one single stat. Where in NFL, I kind of like one single stats more than I like combined stats. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know which ones work better for you, basically. All right. Um, let me see here. So, with all that being said, how many we have lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are 6 or 8 in gambling. I'm sorry, but those odds aren't too far off for me. I'm sorry. Like I can understand if it was 8-2, 10-3 type. Nah, bro, 6-8, 6-8. Like I am okay. I am okay. I haven't cashed out anything yet because they don't need to. But again, I am actually trying to become a professional gambler. I'm not lying about that. I'm dead serious. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy winning money, and I enjoy winning money because I know what I'm doing. And what I mean by that is, am I going to win every week? No, as you see, I'm 6 for 8. Like I'm not winning every single time that I bet, but that's the thing. You can't be fearful once you lose. It's because you're not going to win all the time. The day I won, I had 4 wins that week. Right? I had the Thursday night game with the Ravens and the Bengals. I won. Then I had the Sunday morning game with the Giants and the Panthers. I won. Right? Then I had the 2 3-leg bet parlays, and I won. Week before that, I had that 3-bet parlay, the money line, and I won. Like I didn't lose again. I actually just started losing until after I won. I lost like 4 straight. But again, I won 4 straight. You know, so that's the odds of gambling. What I don't ever do, I don't ever reach. I don't reach. I won't do it because I won't go past a certain amount that I've told myself I won't go past. Like if I only have $500, $400, I don't go past $100 for a ticket. I won't do it. And if I do $100 ticket, I probably won't do that in another ticket. I'll do a ticket after that game or after that ticket wins or loses, but I won't do a simultaneous ticket with that $100 ticket. It won't ever happen because I'm focusing a lot of money on hitting it. And another thing I don't do more than 3-leg parlays. I don't like them. I don't like sitting there waiting on 5 different things to win. Something about the 3 just sit better with me. It just, I don't know. And I don't want to do a span of one basketball game, one football game, I'm not doing all that. I'm sticking with one sport, and all my tickets: basketball ticket, hockey ticket, baseball ticket, football ticket, college football ticket. They're all separate. I'm not conjoining anything because the focus needs to, for my brain, I have to focus on that sport itself. I can't do one sport and then jump to another. Now I'm mixing things in my head too much. I'm already a scatterbrain as it is. I can't mess around, mess my mental health up. Football's done that already, right? All right, so what you can do for the purpose of following Coach and his tickets, you do have to follow all 3 of these. You have to follow me on Instagram at Fantasy Football with Coach. You have to follow me on TikTok at Coach Coombs _5. And you have to follow me on Twitter at OTF Podcast MIA, which I'm going to be changing here real soon. Let me see if I can do it right now. Oh, Twitter. May I change my profile name? Let's see. Profile. Edit profile. Let's see. Edit profile. Oh no, it won't let me do it. It will. I have to go the long way, I think. How do you do it the long way? Is it settings? Did I find it? Username. All right. Let's change that to at Francis. It's all gonna be the same thing. Or let's do at FFC. All right, bet. Let's change. So we have a new Twitter handle. We're going to change that right now so you guys can have the right information. Give me 1 second. Do it right here on the spot. There we go. So the new Twitter handle is going to be at FFC. Yep, at FFC Coach Coombs. There we go. All right, that is our new Twitter handle at FFC Coach Coombs. So what's going to happen every time Coach puts in a ticket, it's going to be posted on all 3 of these platforms. All right. So if you want Coach's tickets, if you want to see what Coach is putting his money on, this right here is where you need to follow Coach. You need to follow me on Instagram at Fantasy Football with Coach. You need to follow me on TikTok at Coach Coombs_5. And you need to follow me on X at FFC Coach Coombs. All 3 of these platforms will have all of my tickets posted all the time, whether it's basketball, football for now. And when Coach starts getting a little bit more money and a little bit more advanced, that's when we're going to start adding in. We're going to start adding in all other sports. Because again, FFC is now branching off into FFC sports betting. All right. So get your subscriptions ready. Be ready to become a new member when we get monetized, because that's going to change a little bit when we do get monetized. And monetized comes when we all get Coach to what? 100 members. Right now we're at 50. Okay, I appreciate everybody who has subscribed as well. And again, don't forget this Saturday, the 23rd on Saturday, we're doing a special FFC episode. We're gonna bring some guys from the R2L network, from the Red Corner, from Baseball with Teddy, CTC, Carl Talking College, Dave's Doghouse. We're gonna have the big 3, hopefully. So we're gonna have a lot of guys come by and stop by and congratulate Coach on the wonderful 50 followers that we have. So please stay tuned. That's Saturday. And that celebration is for you guys. So all 50 of you, please come celebrate with Coach. It'll be a quick 30-minute show. Nothing too crazy. You get to hear these guys give their best take on Coach. They'll have something probably juiced up for me. So hey, you guys, I really appreciate you. I'm having such a great time coming on here every week talking to you guys. So again, I won't put tickets on the show until we actually do a parlay show. Okay, I won't be able to do one this week. Coach is a little tied up with work, and I have a birthday party to get ready for this week. So hopefully starting not next week, but the week after that, when I'm off again on a Monday, Tuesday, that's when we'll get ready to start. Hopefully we'll have our branch off show, FFC Sports Betting. And that's where we'll do all our ticket discussions each week, starting hopefully in 2 weeks. But for now, if you want to follow Coach's Sports Betting, follow Fantasy Football with Coach on Instagram, follow Coach Coombs_5 at TikTok, and follow FFC Coach Coombs at X. And that is where I will have all of my tickets posted. For instance, I have one going in tonight for 1 or 2 of the games being played tonight. for basketball. So I'll have those in before the game start. I'll have them well in before the game start. Hopefully I'll have them in by 2:00 this afternoon on my page. And tomorrow, obviously, it's football. So I will have my tickets in for tomorrow night's football game. So stay tuned for all of those parlay tickets coming to you guys. All right, so I had a great show today. I'm glad you guys had a great show today. Georgie, thank you for the questions. I hope I was able to help you out. Again, stay tuned Saturday for the special special FFC 50 subscribers episode. I appreciate you guys. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.